Hi, and welcome back, computer app students. We are taking a look at a payment function. Now, a payment function is a way to estimate or get an approximate loan repayment amount calculated. You could do this if you were looking to buy a car or a truck. It may be also used to purchase a home, right? And you're trying to figure out what would your monthly payments be. So we're going to start out with the facts we need to run this math. We'll start out with the sticker price of the car. And for argument's sake, let's say the vehicle I'm looking at is a sticker price of $25,000. That may not be the amount of money I need to borrow to make this transaction happen. I may be able to negotiate with the car dealer on the actual price of the vehicle. I may also be able to negotiate the value of my trade-in, right? I have an old vehicle that I don't want anymore. I'm willing to give it to them. They will say, well, we think that car is worth $1,000. I may say, well, do you think you can do a little better? Could you give me $1,500? Whatever that math happens to be, but you're trading in an old vehicle. That happens on cars. That probably does not happen on a home, right? You're not going to trade in your old home for another one. You'd probably sell your first home to then go buy the second home or the different home. Second part would be down payment. Now, down payment works for both vehicles and for a home, right? Clem sells home number one, takes the profit, right? The value of the home compared to how much I still owe on it. Take that money and potentially use it as a down payment to buy the second house. Or maybe I have, $2,000 sitting in my savings account that I'm going to use as a down payment to buy this vehicle. So amount borrowed, loan amount is the difference between these three numbers, right? Take the sticker price of the vehicle, subtract the trade-in, subtract the down payment. I'm going to borrow $21,500 to buy this car. Next set of facts I need to deal with would be the annual interest rate. And this number changes. I make it up anywhere from 3 to 8%. So let's just go 7.50%. That's my annual interest rate. But again, remember, we're making monthly car payments or monthly mortgage payments. And last would be, calculate the number of payments. Is this going to be a 5-year car loan? Well, I'm not going to make 5 annual payments on my car loan. I'm going to make 60 monthly payments. Or if this is a mortgage and I'm going to get a 30-year fixed mortgage, I'm going to make 12 payments a year for the next 30 years, or I would make 360 payments. So now I'm on to my payment function. So monthly payments, or the PMT function. So every function in Excel is going to start with an equal sign. Okay, what type of a function are you doing? Well, I'm doing the PMT function. Now I open up my parentheses, and what am I making? Well, I got a couple of pieces. First piece is the rate, right? The annualized interest rate divided by 12. Next would be the N per. That would be the total number of payments I'm making. Next would be the present value, and that would be the loan amount. Total number of payments. Rate would be annual interest divided by 12. And again, each of these are separated by a comma. Last two bits of information, the future value and the type, are both going to be 0. So when we look at our payment function, this is what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and write that out. Equals, I'm going to use an apostrophe here to type exactly what I see, equals PMT, and I've got 7.5% divided by 12 because I'm making monthly payments. I'm doing a total of 60 payments. I'm going to borrow $21,500, comma, 0, comma, 0. And that's going to be my formula. I'm going to cut that and paste it down here. And now I'm going to write the formula without an apostrophe so it actually does the math. PMT 7.5% divided by 12, 60, 21.5, 0, comma, 0. I'm going to make $430 payments, and I'm going to make 60 of them. As I look at this, in practice, we've done 2 additional things. We've said, okay, here is my monthly payment. Here's the amount that I borrowed. What would my total payments be? Well, if I'm making 60 payments of $430.82, take those 2 numbers and multiply them. I'm going to spend a total of $25,848.95 to buy this car. If I did total interest payments, or total interest calculated, difference between the amount of money I borrowed and the amount of my total payments, and I'm going to do an adding formula because one of these numbers is positive and one of these numbers is negative. So the difference between 25 and 21,000 is it's costing me $4,300 in interest roughly to borrow this $21,000 over the next 5 years. So this is review of the facts you need to figure out the payment function, the calculation of the payment function, calculation of total payments, and total interest. Next video we're going to do is going to be an amortization schedule, so we'll keep all this information. See you in a minute.